Hey guys, Madrid here with M4 Gaming, and today I bring you a little bit of Scrolls. Basically what I'm going to be doing is just walking you through what there is in Scrolls and what it's all about, the interface and all that stuff. So just to start out, it looks like you got a startup screen here, Scrolls, it's beta time. Thanks for taking part in Scrolls beta. Woo! We're in the beta. Pretty sure anybody can get in. Up here you have Arena, and let's see what that does. It takes you to, it looks like a chat screen. You can join different rooms. I've played a little bit, I've noticed that trading is quite hard to get into. You have to kind of spam it. There's only 100 people allowed in it. We'll go back to trading and what's the best methods of that is in a different video. Then you have strategy, so you can just go into them, decks, general. Now as you can see, when I try and click on trading, it takes me to a notice, so I have to keep going and going and going until it pops up with 99. It doesn't put you in like any kind of line or anything like that. I wish it did. I wish there were more rooms. It looks like they might put in that with a little slider here to open up more trading rooms possibly. Then up here you have the single player and the multiplayer. Single player has tutorials. Oh, I don't want to do a tutorial right now. Let's just surrender this real quick. Oops, and I hope I didn't get that on my profile. Okay, then you got the quick match. Basically you click that, it matches you up with single player. It's all single player over here. And then you have trials. I've done quite a few. It starts getting hard around mid-medium area. Like everything there and up was quite easy for me to handle. But we'll walk you through all of these trials in another video. Or maybe all of them, maybe some of them, who knows. Maybe I'll do the easy ones and then show you what the hard ones are like. Then you have multiplayer. Quick match basically is what it is. It goes really fast. I haven't had a problem. I haven't waited for more than a minute in the quick match line unless it was like someone declined the match and then you had to click on it again. But you only get that every so often. Then down here you got ranked matches. I haven't done any ranked matches and they haven't unlocked tournaments yet. That sounds kind of fun because I've always wanted to be in tournaments, but usually they only have them for like the awesome teams, so hopefully they open that up to the public. Then you have deck builder, and right now I started off with getting energy. That's what this is, and then growth. I got the starter pack and then the starter pack, and I kind of didn't like growth, so what I did was I started trading off all of my growth for energy and order, and we'll walk you through those in another video. But basically what you do is you slide them down here, slide them down here, slide them down here. You can only have 2 factions per deck, so you can't have all 3, and we'll go through the basics of that in another video as well. Then you got the store. You can come in here and buy your scrolls. I like buying this 1000 pack because you can turn around and sell it, or sell your cards that are in it for cards that you actually want. It always gives you a rare. I don't know, it's kind of debatable. Who knows, you might get a rare in one of these as well, but I find for consistency and trading to get what I want to just do the scroll pack. This is pretty cool. You can buy in-game currency with real money, and they post these up once a week. Every 7 days it'll switch up and it's unique to you. So it has a rare, unique, and a common. So the way you can tell the difference between commons, rares, and uniques common has no little line here. See, no line. And then the unique has one line. And then the rare has a line with another like little line there. But that's basically how you can tell. You can also go into your deck builder. No, when you're trading, it will say it right beside the card, so you don't have to look at them if you're new. But anyways, you can buy these for that. Let's see how much buy shards is. Buy shards are 5 USD for 600, so it's probably about $1, a little less than $1 for a rare. Kind of good. I mean, right now it seems like you could get every card in the game just by getting these and trading if you really wanted. As you can see, I bought 2 pre-constructed decks. I did not buy the order because after buying the first 2, I saw that they were very expensive, and I shouldn't have bought my second one. I should have just went up here and bought 6 of these and turned around and traded for whatever I wanted. Because in here, I think you only get 1 or 2 uniques, and if I went the other way, I would have gotten 6. So you can also get avatars. These are purely cosmetic. I don't really like doing it because they cost 5,000, which takes I'd say about 5 hours. Maybe a little less if you win every game. And then even more if you get all their towers, or even less if you get all their towers, because you get more points per tower that you kill. You can also buy them for real life money. Looks like they're $5 each. Alright, and that takes care of the store. We can go to settings. You can change your resolution. You can change it to full screen or half screen. Change FX, music volume, message sound, highlight sound, all that stuff. Not too detailed those settings, but you don't really need detailed settings for this. Then you can go to profile. As you can see, I've played quite a few games. I'm a little less than, or a little more than half. Yeah, a little more than half my games I've won. Woohoo! I've surrendered 13. These are usually just because I had a really bad starting hand, or I got into a game and I forgot to do my resource or my 2 cards at the first step, and I was like, well, put me at a disadvantage. I might as well just surrender. I don't know why it says last game was 6 minutes ago, because, when I started recording, that's why I did it. I guess that surrender did tack on. As you can see, I have no rating. My ranking is 9,000. Ooh, not that great. I have 194 scrolls, 18 uniques, or rares, 44 uniques, and 132 commons. 327 gold, which is right there as well. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do a game here. I'm just going to do a tutorial. I'll start with the first little bit here. And he says, "Bah! Another young fool wishing to learn the ways of the scrolls. I see another sleep eagerly making its way to the slaughter." Oh, that's sheep, not sleep. So you kick. Very well, listen up, little one. I'll teach you the basics, but then you are on your own. In order to cast your scrolls, you will need to pay their resource costs. You get resources by sacrificing scrolls. That is the only way you get resources in this game. Unless the card says when you play it you get resources. But besides that, there's not many of them. Click one of the scrolls and then click the green growth icon. Alright, so we're clicking, and that's growth. Basically, we're playing with the growth for our tutorial here. You can either do the growth, or you can decide to draw 2 cards. That's the only way you draw, except for each turn you draw 1. You can decide to draw 2 to discard 1. But here we're going to click on the growth. As you can see, you know now have one growth resource. Your resource will replenish at the beginning of each of your turns. Now it is time to use your resource. Click your Ragged Wolf scroll and then choose a place for it on your side of the board. So we have a side of the board, opponent has a side of the board. I've noticed that I like to put anything that could be squishy either in the second row right here or in the last row. I tend to do the second row because you want to put like blockers up in the first row. Now click the wolf and let's have a closer look at its numbers. Alright, the first number is attack. It's the 1. This shows how much damage it will deal when attacking. Alright. The middle number is the countdown. This shows how often it will attack. A countdown of 1 means it will attack each turn. So the countdown, it goes, I put it down, it's got summoning sickness or whatever, it goes over here, and then it comes back, and then the countdown goes down, and then it goes here, then it comes back, countdown goes down. This has haste, so it's going to attack the first time, and then it resets its countdown. The rightmost number is its health, showing how much damage it can take before it is destroyed. 2. Not a bad wolf for 1, really. 1/2 haste. Attacks every other turn. And as you must have understood, the big yellow number at the top is the resource cost needed to summon it. Yep, 1 right here. We have 1 resource right down in the bottom left. Alright. Also note that when you click the creature, you can move it to nearby tiles. Oh yes. So each creature usually starts with 1 movement. Oh, I just clicked by some stuff. But each creature has 1 movement. Some cards give you the ability to make it so they can move 2, which is quite nice when you're playing against someone and they want to kill you. They can only move 1, you move 2. And then you come back over here and hit them. So, that's pretty nice. Okay, the Ragged Wolf you just summoned has haste, meaning it will attack the turn it's summoned. Now click the hourglass at the bottom of the left of your screen to end your turn. Begin your attacks. Okay. So then it goes and attacks the totem. It too will summon a unit, although it will not summon a creature like you. I choose to summon a structure. Okay, so structures cannot move unless you have a card that you can play to say move structure. And usually it's in a random direction, so it's kind of wish-washy. Okay. Structures can be very useful, although my useless contraption is good for nothing but blocking attacks. Some have powerful abilities. One thing you should know about structures is that they cannot move, so think twice before choosing where to place them. Apart from units, creatures and structure scrolls can be either enchantments or spells. Enchantments are placed on units. I had to sneeze, making them better or worse. Spells can do lots of different stuff. Basically, you have to read the rules on each scroll. I've given you 5 scrolls so you can keep sacrificing and summoning before you begin. I must tell you this. You will get 1 scroll per turn and may only sacrifice once per turn. Also, you may choose to sacrifice a scroll to get 2 new ones. Just click the scroll icon instead of a resource icon. What else? Oh, of course, I almost forgot the most important part. How to win a match. As you can see, we have 5 idols, each by the edge of the board. These have 10 health each. To win a match, you will need to destroy 3 out of my 5 idols. Sounds simple enough, doesn't it? That's it. Time to show me your war face, little one. Let's finish this. Okay, another note about the structures. After each game, you get a certain amount of points, which are your gold. And you want to get as much gold as you can so you can buy those packs. The more damage you do to all of these, the more points you get, it seems. For a surrender, it kills all of them. That's the most points you can get. What I try and do is I try and get 2 down, and if it's an easy match, I try and bring the other 2 of the 3 down to as close to 1 as I can, and then kill the 10 that's left, and you'll get maximum points unless they surrender. Usually they'll surrender by that point, and you'll get max points. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this enchantment. Enchanted unit gains +2 attack and +2 health. When Bear Paw enters play, enchanted unit countdown increases by 1. So I can't play that yet. Everything up here is 2 or 4. So I'm going to get a resource, and I'm going to look at Kinfolk Brave. That is 2 for 2, 2 with 1 cooldown. That is pretty nice for... I'm quite sure this is the most expensive card in the game right now, is the Kinfolk Brave. You can play him, and he attacks every turn. He's a 2/2. He's quite nice when you start buffing him up, which this deck does. Like the growth is great at buffing their creatures. So I'm done with my turn. I can't do anything else. Oh, he doesn't attack. So I'm gonna play a Mangy Wolf. When Mangy Wolf deals damage, it is healed by 1. Other wolf creatures you control have their countdowns decreased by 1 when Mangy Wolf comes into play. Actually, I'm not gonna play that yet. I'm going to sacrifice... Oh, I can't play that yet. I'm gonna sacrifice Crimson Bolt. All units you control gain +2 attack till end of turn. I don't really care about that. Usually I'd keep it, but no point right now. I'm just showing you all the cards. Enchantment +2/+2, and I'm gonna give that to him. And it looks like I've done my resource. I don't want to draw 2 cards. End turn. Okay, so what's this? It's Copper Automation is destroyed. Copper Automation is destroyed after attacking. It's 1. It does 4, and it attacks every turn. So next turn, his next turn it attacks. He put it in a pretty bad spot, but whatever. So right now I can either play this, I can sacrifice one of these cards for a thing, or 2, or a growth, or 2 cards. I think I'm going to sacrifice the wolf and get the Brother of the Wolf. Basically, when countdown is 0, Brother of the Wolf can summon a ragged wolf instead of attacking. That is awesome. He's kind of hard to kill too. He's a 3/4 for 4. He attacks every other turn. That's awesome. Alright, so I'm done. I'm going to do 4 damage to this. That's going to die next turn, so I'll move my wolf over. This is a pretty cool guy for constructs. Like I said, you can't move him unless a card says so. Basically, instead of attacking, Machine Priest heals all your structures by 1. When countdown is 0, Machine Priest can move a structure 1 step in a random direction instead of healing. That's kind of cool. So what I was thinking is you could probably put something right here, here, and here, and then you can move it back and forth. That's okay, I guess. Okay, we have another Kinfolk Brave. We have Sister of the Fox comes into play, draw 1 scroll. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this for 2 cards. Alright, got Rallying. All units have their countdown decreased by 2. That's pretty nice. But I'm going to draw another scroll here. And I'm just going to attack his guy for funsies. Alright, so I got Enchanted Unit gets +2 attack. So I'm going to keep buffing up this Brave over here. And I'm done with my turn and turn. Boom! There goes. I think that's kind of cool animation for killing. Wow, 2 of them. They do nothing though. All of his creatures have +0 attack. So I'm gonna end this. Let's see. Give me this. Cast. Bam. Bam-a-lama. Okay, I can... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna decide to summon a wolf. Show you how easy it is. Bam. And basically he can't attack now, but I summoned a 1/2 wolf. which is pretty nice if you have a wolf deck. You can just keep on pumping those wolves out. I'm quite sure she counts as a... Nope, I thought she was counted as a wolf for some reason. Alright, he summoned a gun automation. Ranged attack, 2/3, attacks every other turn. Ooh, I got a Kinfolk Veteran with haste. That doesn't really matter. I was going to attack anyways. Because oh, no, I wasn't. Shoot. Oh, well. Yeah, we're just going to kill this. And turn. Oh, and that's what I'm talking about forgetting to use a resource. Or your 2 cards. As you can see, I did not sacrifice any of my cards for a resource or to draw 2 cards. I thought I was going to end it, but I forgot that I just played that. Ugh. Okay, but it gives me a chance to show you a little bit more of the cards. Enchanted creature gets +1 attack and +3 health, and its move is decreased by 1. So that's kind of cool, except for it takes away all of your move. Like, watch. I cannot move that person now, ever. Unless it says you gain 1 move. Unless a card says that. I'm just going to summon, and go over. Alright, so probably not the best move, but showing you cards again. Next turn, or maybe this turn. Nope, next turn I'll win. And my dogs are having a little fun back there. He's gonna in turn. This thing gives him order every time it's summoned, so that's kind of cool too. Shoot, I should have just given something to someone else. Oh. Okay, there we go. Then turn. And the game's over after this turn. Oh, no, it's not. He plays a construct to block me. Oh, well. Not that big a deal. Should be over soon enough. Do this. All units get +2 damage. Bam! Alright, let's just throw this out for giggles. Alright, victory! Okay, that's about it. I'll come back and bring you some more coverage of this in a later date. It's pretty fun. I like it. You should try it out. Alright, see you guys.